Welcome everyone to episode 2 of season 2 of Planet Nomads. I'm back, and I am a good bit south. Where is it? Back some direction is my ship. And apparently I'm past that point. Yeah, okay, I'm too far away from my deployment, my survival pod, because when I was out exploring trying to find more resources, I came here and I'm actually getting like a cold thing right now. Oh wow, you can see me shivering now. That's a nice touch. Basically it's nighttime, it's too cold, but I found an area where, you know, as I walked in, I got a notice of 2 kilometers away. Here's a drop, some wreckage. Then as I'm approaching it, I got another 200 kilometers away. So you can see I've got 32 meters away and then 600 meters away top thing. And as I was out here trying to find my way to it, I got cold. So I went back to get supplies, but not before I found next to a lake some cobalt and gold, uranium, all that stuff. So yeah, I found a bunch of things. Apparently the stasis chamber no longer protects you from cold weather as it used to, so that's not working as well as it used to. And you can also say I actually we'll go ahead and risk the cold temperature. I have a simple little transport thing, which is a mobile base. It has the survival constructor, it has solar power, which the solar power seems to be a little flawed on it. It doesn't seem to be charging fully when I actually am using it. So we're going to go ahead and do this quickly. Means I probably should switch to my new gun. Make sure I can get stuff as fast as possible. I did bring supplies, and I've already got a lot of materials on it. I added 2 storage containers to it because it has no storage space beyond the survival constructor and, well, the survival constructor and the small food and drink machine that had. Oh man, they're just all after me now. Yeah.
Heavy injuries.
Oh yeah, see, uranium and titanium. So I'm getting some interesting supplies in this area, which is really nice. I'm gonna go back and get this because I see a little buried radar dish. That's definitely something I want because I do not have supplies to make my radar dish as it stands, and this will help. Oh yeah. Look at that, some good parts right there. And hopefully as soon as daylight comes around, it'll, you know, get warmer. But at least I do have this, and they no longer attack me, you know, once you get inside, so that's still helpful. All right, here we go. We got another another, you know, bit of wreckage here. And definitely grabbing everything while I'm here. We got a big survival pod, so hopefully, yes, it's actually letting me collect this escape pod. This is great. Lots of great supplies like the SC electronic parts, super alloy. So this is an amazing find. I think after this, I'm gonna have to head back though because I am not getting any warmer, and yeah, I'm running out of supply room. Oh yeah, time to fill up some more space on here with a lot of stuff. So I'm finally back at my base, and that vehicle is not the best thing for a hilly area. Flatter areas fine, but inclines does not do very well. Anyway, I said I would show you what it is, and I've had several other ones I was looking at, but cost-wise, this ended up being the best one. It is the Solar Mini Base by Quark. It is not that expensive. You see just kind of how cheap it is, and more importantly, it had nothing that required the more advanced materials. That was one of the big things about it. I really wanted to do like the small package by Monday, but you see it's got things like SC electronic parts, which means I would have to get out there, get a lot of those supplies, and bring them back. That didn't work out so well. The rat wing is really interesting looking because it kind of flips open, but it needs a good bit of supplies. I really was trying to get something else. This was the other thing I looked at because it is extremely cheap, doesn't need much, but it is, you know, storage only. No production. If I needed something, I'd have to add something to it. So I may swap out to it. It was ultimately a little bit more expensive in the end, but I'm back. I have supplies for making things with my inventory, my printer inventory. I can move some stuff out now that I have this, and I can maybe finally get the, well, I did build my medium refinery, which I really didn't have much of a need for yet. But, oh, I've got a ton of uranium, so that will help if I decide to do a nuclear build. But I've also got plenty of bio material still. So let's see what I need to get going next. All right, we got the medium food and drink machine. And I finally got my unlocked mining rig along with some other stuff. So now, yes, definitely mining rig. In the utility, there we go. It's gotta be utility. You know, you can't say mining rig is not a utility thing. And we've got right here. So composite parts, Mark II. I need 3 more of those. Fortunately, I do have supplies. And I've got a solar panel here as well to help with this. So I think I should be good for power on that. Let me look and see. I feel like I might have had another little mining spot. Yeah, there we go. We got that down there. I think that might actually be a little bit more of a high yield location. So because of the power draw, I've ended up having to just put in a separate bio generator for this mining rig, and it's still not doing very well. I think I have enough now. I can actually pull everything out without running out of room for the supplies. There we go. Let's try positioning this just a little bit better. Surely this is not that bad of a resource deposit. So I tried several different spots around that deposit. All of it is like only 3% at best on some of that. So I'm just gonna let it go for a moment because it is still producing pretty well. I'm not getting like dirt out of it. But I definitely need to build another one somewhere and get some bear supplies going. Okay, so I moved to this spot over here along the other side of the island, which is nice because it's above water level. And I'm still getting at best 10%, which is not great. So I guess it's the last time I played this. They've made it where either the starter areas do not provide as much in the way of resources. You have to find richer veins later on. Or they just made it overall not as high of percentage for places. At least it's got a pile of dirt turned off automatically. So let me give you a rundown of what I've got going so far. I have had to expand, of course, my storage, so I have production going there. I am pretty much maxing out the power capacity of the biogenerator. As you see, I've significantly dropped in what I can do. Plus, I did have to pull some of the fuel out to put into there for production purposes with, you know, cleaning up. Like, you need it for, what was it, the not the mechanical parts, the composite parts. I need to make more of those. But what I've got going now is I've got a medium fad machine, which is taking water from a water pump with a bunch of carbon already in there, set with a nice Q of 150, which would be just enough. I've only got 4 carbon left over after that's done. That's going to produce a lot. And then what this is going to do is produce the deuterium. So now I just need to get myself a deuterium generator going. Let's see where that is. That's going to be energy. And I could go, yeah, small deuterium generator. Or I could go with the big one, which of course is going to be more expensive. I think we're going to go with just the small one for now, which should be fine. That way I'll have this going. Of course, the generator here does not have any kind of input capability. So I can't just like plug right in and have it keep going. But that's okay for now. I'll get this going because again, this is just to unlock stuff so I can get things moving and then finally have me a little vessel I can take wherever I want to go and be able to then harvest stuff, find, gather up, just basically explore, find me a good spot, and then build a real base that will have all the capabilities I want, plus plenty of mining production area stuff, you know, lots of resource deposits all around. And of course, right now, before I go exploring, I've got to let my batteries recharge a little bit on my little solar rover. So here I am at the end of another day with another fierce thunderstorm, but I've got plenty of power going in. The small deuterium generator, not even using anywhere close to what it can do, which is good. Non-stop on the pump. I'm actually wishing now I had this where I could easily disconnect it. I'll probably disconnect it later on once I get this going there. But I have built out my storage. Instead of one big storage container, I'm doing this because it's more compact and ultimately gives me a pretty decent amount of storage as it is. So I've already got stuff here. I just have to scroll a bit. But really, as long as I just start dumping stuff in, I'm fine. It's all connected into a first printer. And then I'm going to add a second printer here as well. So I'm going to have a lot of production going. Now, with the printers, I just got to start getting some other stuff unlocked too. Basically, now all I'm doing is letting components build in the fabricator or the printer and just building some of the new stuff I've unlocked to see what it unlocks. Hopefully stuff in the production style of things. Oh, it might be good to go ahead and get my my radar built too. I actually can put that to use, and I have the supplies for it finally. That way I can at least get a scan of the initial little area. Obviously, it's not going to serve me any purpose to keep it going, but at least I get something. And we've got our planet map. So yeah, basically I went all the way up to here and then around that and up into this area. So you see we got a nice big waterway through here. We've got the island there I've already been to. Little islands here. So that's a good size island. This may be a good point to go ahead and look at a water-bound base, something that I can float around. Or just go ahead and do like a little, like I was thinking, a flying vessel that lets me get around and just explore, taking, of course, stuff with like the radar and everything to basically just find a better place, ultimately, to start building. Okay, so I've managed to get the third version of the jetpack, which means I have more internal storage, and of course you still have this. I feel like they need to add something that allows you to dismantle them, or maybe have it where the jetpack is just an upgrade, so jetpack 3 becomes an upgrade on top of 2, so you're not wasting those and getting stuck with them sitting extra when you don't need them. And as soon as these remaining pieces are available, the Fabric Mark II, because all this is interconnected, is going to start producing the next exosuit, which means I should be able to stand the colder temperatures a little bit, right? That's what I would expect it to be. Then I just gotta get the upgraded multi-tool. So apparently I must be in like the really bad raining season, or just back in a really bad area, because it's a new day. You can see the sun coming up in the distance, and it is that dim everywhere. Just a really, really bad storm right now. Okay, good. So my batteries did charge, but I'm getting no solar power right now because of how bad the storm is going. I almost feel like I should replace the solar stuff with a small deuterium generator. I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm just going to go ahead and get ready because I'm about out of cobalt. So I'm about to have to go and get some more supplies. I want to make sure I'm taking the equipment with me that I need. You can't even see the base platform down there. It is so bad right now. I can't even see the base platform. And this just is like every few minutes it starts up again and then it goes away, like it looks like it's starting to do now. Looks like it's letting up and go. There we go. Just, yep, that's it. Heavy rain suddenly stops. Now it's a little bit of light rain and now it's going away and I can actually see everything. So yeah, this is definitely not a good place to be doing solar power exclusively. And it's also a very irritating place in terms of the amount of temperature fluctuations. I'm gonna go ahead and get at least more stuff loaded up. I don't think I'm gonna leave this running while I'm gone because I really don't have that much in terms of production. And I want to wait for this exploration suit to finish. I'm missing electronic parts. Wow, really? Okay, let's get like 10 more of those going, and probably good to go ahead and get some more glass going at the same time. I think I'm a little low on that. I could go ahead and try to skip to the Mark III. I may actually do that because I am only missing those and those. Composite parts, I'm out of supplies. And this, let's see, that was, how many? 4 of those. So let's see, can I make 4? Ooh, yes, I can. So I'm not even going to need these now. I'm just going to skip that. Try to go ahead and get the Mark III instead. So that will work. But it is time for me to start wrapping up. I'm going to have to go back in the northern direction because I really can't do much south with my vehicle. So I'm gonna have to take that vehicle, go north again, grab more of those rare materials, the tier 2, as I always say they are, materials, and bring them back. Really, gold, uranium I'm not needing. Titanium, cobalt, silver, aluminum is what I need. Get that going. Start then building more stuff like motility-wise on the vehicle. Maybe even go ahead and try to upgrade the buggy wheels so I have a little bit more traction so it goes uphill a little bit better. But yeah, it's time to start doing some upgrading on that and looking at putting in things like, of course, the hover pads or even the air blades and try to turn it from a rolling vehicle into a flying vehicle. But that is going to be it for this episode of Planet Nomads. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.